So I woke up this morning and you won't believe what happened. They stole my 4G autos, man. Damn! So how'd I end up like this, you may ask? It's funny like that in the hood sometimes. You never knew what was gonna happen. Or when. The last thing I remember is going out to the casino with one of my homeboys. I noticed that someone was keeping an eye on us the entire time we were there, but I thought it was just a coincidence. I thought to myself, damn, I'm tripping. It's too late now. He probably followed me home, and my drunk self didn't even notice because I was busy trying to focus on the dang road, and now I'm left with no wheels. Luckily, I know a guy, and he got me taken care of. I highly recommend this shop, Diego's Garage. He picked the car up, and he's gonna bring it back with new wheels. But in the meantime, I'm gonna check the security cameras. You gotta have the best cameras when you live in the hood. They captured everything from the moment he pulled up, the moment he took the wheels, but most importantly, it captured his license plate. Didn't take long to track him down. In broad daylight? Oh, so you thought you could steal from me and get away with it. Look at you shaking now like a little bit. I tell him to get against the wall and say, listen, I just want my wheels back. And despite being scared, he has the nerve to look me in my eyes and tell me, you have no idea who you're messing with. And I begin to run out of patience and I knock him out. As he's passed out, I drag him into the back of his own van and I start heading to this abandoned house in the middle of nowhere that my boy T loves to use. I must have been driving crazy because I heard him wake up in the back, but can you blame me? It's a bumpy road. When we pulled up to the abandoned house, he said his boss would not be happy about this. So I was determined to find out who the head honcho was, and I brought him to the perfect location to do just that. I used several tactics to get him to rat. It took burning the house down to get him to speak in the end, but you won't believe what he told me. I ended up letting the guy leave since he was just a low-ranked street soldier. Turns out the local wheel shop owner is the real crook. It wasn't my wheels he cared about, it was the drugs they were smuggling. He was running the biggest cocaine operation there is. I mean, he even had the Heisenberg of cocaine working for him. But get this, one of his workers messed up and sold the wheels that had the drugs inside. So now they're going through a list of their clients and stealing them back. Well, they stole from the wrong one, cause I'm currently flying a Norman's K, which is the base for the head honcho's drug smuggling operation, and I'm here for all of his product and some. Wait till he finds out. It's been over 6 months since I took the head honcho's product, and life couldn't be any better. Whoever says that money doesn't buy happiness should just donate all their money to charity. I'm waking up to a different baddie every morning, and I went from living in the hood to waking up in $1 million penthouse and wearing the finest designer robes. Now I have an empire with more money than I know what to do with, and I can't even put it in a bank account for obvious reasons, so it's all cash money, baby. It didn't take long to get where I'm at. The low-ranked street soldier I interrogated at T's place told me everything about the operation the head honcho was running. So I knew exactly where every one of his dealers was located. And I started to take over every street corner by putting out a hit on all of his dealers so we could take over their spot. I made sure I planned the hit accordingly and took everyone out on the same day at the same time. I knew that if we took them out one by one on different days, they would catch on to us and either start laying low or keeping their guard up. I even got in on the dirty work myself. He won't even see it coming. Once me and my new crew took over, we quickly became the word on the street. I even invested all of my profit on my henchmen and bought more product in bulk from local suppliers. This was only the beginning of a new life. My life was getting better, but everything you do in life comes full circle. The head honcho I stole from wanted to make an example out of me. He's running a way bigger organization than me since he's been doing it for years, yet he's still worried about a small fish. I get it. It was about the principle. His henchmen had been keeping tabs on me as I grew my empire. They were so cruel that they even got family involved. They got my sweet mother while she was working on the job. I knew she worked the graveyard shift, but never knew exactly what she did. I just knew she was passionate about her job. A masked gunman tailed her in a motorcycle. There was a man found dead with her. I didn't even have enough time to grieve, because when I woke up to the news that my mother was shot and killed, I heard a loud noise coming from outside the office. My entire office was gone. All my money was gone as well. I guess it's called fast money for a reason. It leaves as fast as it comes. I better lay low for now, because I know they'll be looking for me. I knew this parachute would come in handy. The 2 cars and homes I had were leases. I didn't even pay them off when I had the money, cause I knew the feds were watching. I've been laying low for over a year now, living in the middle of nowhere, and in worse conditions than when I lived in the hood. My trailer home is filthy, there's roaches everywhere, and trash piled up, but giving up never crossed my mind. The only thing on my mind was improving my empire. If I would have opened up a business where I could launder my money, instead of keeping nothing but cash on me, I wouldn't be in this mess. I worked several jobs out here, and I got paid cash under the table to remain low-key. I was currently working construction, exhausting myself. The way I was working and living was only temporary. It was time to get back on my feet and do things smarter and make sure this doesn't happen again. And I saved enough money to go back into town. It's been easy to save money living the way I've been doing. I would have gone back home sooner, but living out here in the slums also comes with a lot of bums who are looking for a quick lick. And I've been robbed out here once, maybe twice. The third one tried it, but I caught him inside my trailer home before he found my money, and I took him out. He's in a dumpster now, probably on his way to get dropped off at the landfill site. And I'm in a taxi, headed back to the city to rebuild my empire, bigger and better. It felt good to be back. But even though I saved every penny I could to work in construction, there's not much money to be made when you work an honest job like a 9 to 5. So I had to pay a visit to an old friend of mine, the local supplier that I was doing business with over a year ago. After explaining what happened to my mother and why I disappeared, it didn't take much to convince him to loan me the amount of product that I needed in advance in order to rebuild my empire faster than I did before. It only took me 3 months to get back to where I left off. I made sure to launder my money and I invested in a couple of rental properties like this one. No, not this one. Like the one next to it. I even had security at my residence. One kept a lookout in the front and the other one in the back. I was the word around town. Everyone involved in the drug trade knew about me. Remember the low-ranked street soldier from T's room? The thing about these guys is that they have nothing to lose, and they'll do anything to move up in rank. Turns out, he was the head honcho's top assassin now. Go figure. And guess who was the first on his list? I woke up to the sound of gunshots as well as my alarm going off at 3 in the morning. I was still half asleep as I walked to my nightstand to get my pistol. I was hoping the gunshots I heard were from my bodyguard trying to protect me, but instead they were from the head honcho's henchmen that were here for revenge. After all, I not only stole from them, but I was also their competition in the drug business now. I strapped up and then I got out my room both slowly and quietly, in case they were already upstairs. I didn't hear anyone in the second floor, so I made my way downstairs. Then I heard gunshots in the backyard, so I went to take cover. I told this idiot bodyguard not to wear his damn AirPods on the job. This fool never heard the gunshots or alarm going off in the damn house. The 2 henchmen made their way inside the house through the back door, and we had a shootout. I had no idea where the second one was hiding, but then I heard noise in the kitchen that gave him away, so I walked that way to take cover nearby. A bullet ended up grazing my arm the second I got against that wall, so I shot him right in the head like I did the first one. I heard more cars pulling up to the house. It was just too many of them. This pistol wasn't gonna be enough. I had to go back upstairs to get more firepower. After grabbing my AR, I went and prepared myself at the top of the stairs where I could kill everyone who even tried making their way up. It never dawned on me to check behind me since I was on the second floor, but the top assassin had been climbing the side of the house where the carport is and would eventually make his way inside the second floor through the bathroom window.
Say hello to my little friend!
Like I said before, everything in life comes full circle, and in the end, it all catches up with you. But did I mention, I have a brother.
Working date and local officials to make sure that
My name's Homer Dripson, and if you enjoyed that video, make sure to smash that like button. Let me know what your favorite part is in the comments, and subscribe, because I got more videos like this on the way.